This is Spicy Waffle. I'm Corwin.
And I'm Uko.
And this is another Wafflelog. It has been, I don't know, like 2.5 weeks or something since our last Wafflelog, which was covering, I believe, our 4,000 subscribers, which was fucking awesome. And now we're at 5K. I did not expect that by January, by the end of January, we would have 5,000 subscribers. So thank you all. 5,000 subscribers. My dick is getting so gigantic from all the subscribers.
I, on the other hand, am happy emotionally.
I'm happy because my dick is getting larger all the time, okay?
So we're both happy.
That's just, right now, just because we've hit 5,000 subscribers, it now fills up this entire room, and Uko is suffocating against it.
It's really awkward.
Yeah, it's really, really awkward, and I've got like some sharp things in the recording area. So
you don't want to puncture it?
I'm worried I might puncture my penis if it gets any larger. But you might be confused if you didn't watch our last Wafflelog, because I talked about how every time we get a new subscriber, my dick grows by 1% in size, and how when we have a million,
1,000% since then.
Yeah, when we have a million, it's going to take over the entire continent of North America and be encroaching on South America. Okay, that's what the way my penis is going to be.
So stay tuned.
Exactly. Stay tuned and stay scared. Unfortunately, by the time it gets that large, I won't be able to really use it on any humans. So because of that, I'll have to be looking for,
well,
5,000 mile tall gigantic space women.
But
or something
we do
like
have that new planet they just discovered, right?
Yes. I could have sex with the red spot on Jupiter or Saturn or whatever the fuck. Which one is it?
Jupiter.
Okay, on Jupiter, right? I could have sex with Jupiter by shoving my penis into its red spot. That sounds so strange.
So anyway, channel update.
Channel update. We're gonna be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider on the PC. I got it for the PC, and it's really sweet. It runs fabulously well, and the keyboard and mouse control is awesome. I'm not sure if we'll be doing it in videos or if we'll be doing a stream, like just, one day decide, hey, I'm gonna stream for like 8 hours playing this game, and then we'll like just finish it really quickly. But that's gonna be coming. And we also figured we'd just sort of talk about, also in the background you'll see we're playing Dive Kick. And I don't think we'll ever see a Dive Kick actual video. If you really want to see it, we will totally do it.
Oh yeah, but our impressions were
and kind of stupid. Yeah, we really enjoyed playing it in some ways.
In a word, sort of happy confusion is what I'm trying to articulate here.
Several times, it thinks that Uko is a fraud in quotes.
I haven't had a chance to look up exactly what it means.
I think it's because I put such a vicious beating on him that it thinks that he's not even actually playing or something.
Yeah, and that Corwin just tagged in with an empty controller
as some sort of like masturbatory gaming. But one of the things we get asked the most is how we do our channel, like what we do with picking games or how we edit the videos, what equipment we use. So we figured we'd just sort of talk about a day in the life of Spicy Waffle. So first of all, the day always begins with waking up and crying about how we only had like 2 hours of sleep or something like that. Because between everything else in life
and then
YouTube,
there's no time for sleep.
There's no time for sleep.
Sleep is for the non-YouTuber.
There's barely time for eating. And it's something that it's a job you work 7 days every fucking week.
But it's awesome.
The only time we've had a day off from YouTube in the last year or the last 10 months or whatever is Christmas. We
worked
got
to make sure we didn't have to do any YouTube anything. We still
had fucking videos going up on Christmas. So the first thing we do after we wake up and cry is we get like coffee or tea or something like that, and then we decide what games we'll be playing that day.
And that's based on like what we've been playing recently.
And sometimes we have a schedule for it that we keep in like a fucking safe, and nobody's allowed to see it, because if they know what we're going to be playing next, they'd have to be killed. But not really though. We don't have a safe like that. But if you did find out our secret schedule, you might have to die. But then after, we choose the game based on what people have requested, things that are coming out soon, and base it sort of on the sort of balance of the type of games we've been playing lately. So if yesterday, prior to this video, we did 2 Flash games, I believe, right?
Yep, 2 Internet 2D Flash
Get
games.
on Top and we did Amateur Surgeon. So because of that, today, there's no way that we'd be doing anything like that. So instead, we'll probably go and play Shadow Warrior or the Division Beta or something like that after this. But, so we try to make sure we have a little bit of a balance, get enough shooter games, stuff like that, and not just...
Oh, and we have to figure out what our next sort of FPS shooter game is going to be after Shadow Warrior.
Yeah, because Shadow Warrior is coming to an end soon, so we haven't really decided on that yet. Obviously, Doom is going to be going on for a long, long time, but so we decide a game, and then later on, we get ready to record, and we have a sort of setup where at my computer, we have 2 microphones. The 2 microphone setup is in my opinion absolutely essential for this. Not just because we tried it with get all like sweaty crouched around a single mic.
It just sounds so much better.
A lot better.
Like way better.
So we have
there's one mic where Corwin is, and then there's another mic,
where Uko is
at my chair.
And plus he has at his computer, he has one of our old microphones for recording these sort of cut out inset bits that we do, the jokes. So when we start recording, the thing where we screw up the most is the intro, because the intro is the only part of the video that we know we're going to be doing every time in a similar way. But then also I want to just sort of pack in a whole bunch of information about the game we're playing and anything we might have learned in comments or otherwise information that I think you might need to hear.
But not have it go on for too long.
But not have it go on for too long and not have it sound stupid or inexplicable.
Yeah.
Because
and also we don't want to write out an actual like script.
Yeah, we don't want to write
then it will sound awful.
Yeah, the only thing that we want for sure for people to hear in every video is, this is Spicy Waffle, I'm Corwin.
And I'm
Uko. And then at the end we want to hear, this hit that sexy thumbs up button, Spicy Waffle signing out.
And I swear, it's a reflex. When you said I'm Corwin, it came out of my mouth. And I'm Uko, I can't stop it.
It's also a reflex that I sort of like thrust my hand out when I'm talking about hitting the sexy thumbs up button.
Bro, okay.
Sort of rage way.
If I ever get hit on the head, if I get hit on the head by a meteorite or something, and I'm in a fucking coma, you just go up to me and go, this is Spicy Waffle, I'm Corwin, and I'll be like, and I'm Uko.
Right away. And then the doctor will be like, that's just a spinal reflex.
Oh, no, but what if the way it works is I think that I immediately say, and I'm Uko, but in reality it's been 37 years.
Yeah.
And we're
and I've been like a VR YouTube superstar for 30 years. but anyway, after that, I process the audio and then we transfer the files to Uko. And so then so from that point, I go off into my own magical little land where I respond to comments, deal with social media stuff, post on the Let's Play Reddit, and things like that.
I'm inside the editing dome, crying, editing, and drinking hard liquor.
Exactly. Occasionally I have to go in and scoop out all the bottles of fucking liquor from his room and stuff like that. But Uko, he goes to his editing cave and works on it and polishes it up until it's glorious. Sometimes I do the editing, but for anybody who wants to know how we edit using a program called Corel Video Studio Pro. It's not quite as fancy as Adobe Premiere,
but the price is right.
It's about on the same level as Sony Vegas, and it actually does a really good job considering that it's a very cheap video editing program.
And it also has characteristics that I think lend themselves to
editing Let's Plays.
Yeah, exactly.
And that further, it also edits variable frame rate video, which actually Adobe Premiere does not do, which is really fucking irritating. But and Shadowplay, which is one of the programs that we use to record, it uses variable frame rate output. So additionally, for anybody who wants to know how we record our videos, we use 2 programs. We use Bandicam and we use Shadowplay. And then we edit the audio and sometimes record the audio in Audacity. Bandicam's the only one of those things that costs money. Shadowplay and Audacity, totally free. So for recording, you can just totally use Shadowplay and Audacity, and you can get every bit the same kind of quality that we do on almost everything. And then afterward, Uko finishes, he comes out of his alcohol haze and starts the video rendering. And then while he's working on rendering, he does the thumbnails or the description or, you know, sleeps or eats, something like that.
The number of times that I have managed to set an alarm for when I figure it's going to be done rendering, but then I wake up when it's at 99% anyway before the alarm goes off.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's jacked into my brain like some kind of cyber intercourse.
And then Uko, he starts uploading the video, which can sometimes take a long time if we have really good internet, but if the internet's being weird, sometimes it'll take a long time.
It's like there's sunspots interfering with Google or something.
It's
I don't
always
even
to
know.
do with YouTube. Like it's never anything else. And then something that a lot of people might not know about is processing. After you've uploaded the video, YouTube starts processing it. And
it happens in stages. Like
it happens in stages.
First, it'll process out to 360p, or as I call it, crapovision.
And so, you know, processing can sometimes, just to get where you can view the video at all, can sometimes take like an hour. And then to get it where it's available in 1080p 60 FPS can take like another 2 hours. And anytime you've ever seen one of our videos go up a few hours late, it's because YouTube took forever to fucking process it. And we're sitting there going like, you fucking motherfucker, processing can suck my dick.
And it would actually would help. You know what would help too is if you could have a schedule option saying, hey, put this up when it's 1080p.
Exactly, but it doesn't seem to work.
We digress.
So that's roughly how a day in the world of Spicy Waffle goes. It involves
and all that
rage recording video games, editing,
and
hard liquor, and screaming.
And I'll say that happens twice.
Yeah, that happens twice every day. And that's on top of like anything else we do aside from YouTube. And so it takes up a lot of time, but we love doing it.
Yeah, we fucking love it.
YouTube is fucking amazing.
I literally, every day that goes by, I can't remember. It fades into obscurity the time before I was doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Now YouTube is like another person that you know. It's like a family member. It's like someone in your immediate family, except it's sometimes an asshole and abusive to you. Okay, that's what YouTube is. Occasionally it spits on you and you'll get like rage comments telling you how much you suck. But the good comments, the people watching and enjoying and seriously liking our videos,
that's why it's awesome.
That makes up for all of it. Anytime things get a little bit weird, anytime somebody comes in and says like, I hate your voice, it makes me want to stab my eyes out. Which somebody actually did say the other day.
So wouldn't that be ears though?
Yeah, you would think
just
so.
Just to be technically accurate about that?
You would think so, but that's what they said. And we also, you know, occasionally have the person, like somebody said the other day, let me actually go and look and see. I'm going to go ahead and read this comment out because it was the snarkiest, most asshole comment. It was totally unnecessary.
We won't name names.
Yeah,
I guess you'll be able to find it if you want.
But this person said, the video was HD. The content, however, was not.
Sick burn.
Sick burn. Yup. Okay, so we're going to stop this vlog here. Thank you all once again for subscribing, commenting, and enjoying all of our stuff. Spicy Waffle signing out. Oh, okay. Look, thing is, though, this game is kind of fucked up, right? Because it looks like it's just some sort of stick figure thing, but in fact, they're bashing their heads off.
And also, someone has, like, tied or glued their hands together so they can't do anything but fight.
Oh, God, so they have to be forever. No! We've got to try to break free. Ah!
Oh, dude, that would be pretty cool if you could just, like, put your hands on their chest and just rip their arms off and then go about your business.